Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel for the first time. Today I'm going to show you how to get rid of mid-back pain. Now, I don't expect you to try all the exercises I'm going to show you, but one of them might just work for you and it might work very quickly. But before we do that, if you're interested in longevity, in health span, in stretches, scoliosis and reducing pain, make sure you like this channel, subscribe to it and give me the thumbs up. Okay, so you've got pain right in between your shoulder blades. Maybe it's on one side a little bit more than the other side. Now, there can be a few reasons for that. It can be a strain of some of the muscles in the area. The rhomboids are commonly implicated in this. Or it could be that one of the ribs was moving in a way that's different from the other ribs and it gets a little bit stuck and needs to be released off. And also it can be the actual facet joints of the spine itself. Doesn't really matter what is causing the pain. We need to get some movement into there and correct that so that the pain disappears. All right, so the first thing I want you to do is this. I want you to imagine you're holding one of those big Physioballs, you know, the big round Swiss balls they used to be called. And you're going to push your arms just slightly away from your back like this so your shoulder blades are moving forwards and then back. So very simply, moving your arms forwards and backwards. And so I'm keeping my elbows wide, okay? So I'm not bringing them in, I'm keeping them wide like this. Now that may cause you a little bit of a stretching sensation in between your shoulder blades, but if it doesn't, and even if it does, I want you to do it two different ways. We're going to go a little bit lower now. So we're stretching out like this, forwards and backwards. You know, holding each stretch maybe for a second at the end here. Good. And doing that about 10 times. We've done the middle one. Now we're going to go up slightly. So we're pushing forwards and backwards like this. So this is a very gentle introduction to getting some movement and some stretching in that area. So for this next exercise, you'd need a door frame or something to hold on to. So you're going to take the side that's feeling a little bit tighter and you're going to lean back into it to get a stretch in between your shoulder blades. So my shoulder blade now is sliding forward and I'm feeling that stretch. This in itself, you can go forwards and backwards, you know, holding for a second at the end there to get that stretch, sliding your hips backwards if you need to really kind of work into there. This can feel great, but I want to take it to the next level. You're going to use your other hand to move the shoulder blade on the other side. And so we're going to do that by taking the stretch, the slack up, I should say, in the tissues here, then lift this arm upwards and then going back down. So you're going to move it in what I call the sagittal plane, forwards and backwards. And each time you do this, you'll notice that there's going to be a different change in the stretching sensation in between your shoulder blades. All right, so you do those movements, go up and down about 10 times. And now we're going to go left and right into rotation. So you're going to take your opposite hand, you're going to reach over your shoulder so you'll really feel that opening up those shoulder blades and then go back the other way as though you're giving someone kind of a bit of an elbow behind you. So you're going inwards and then outwards, or internal rotation and then sort of external rotation. That's it. Really working the mobility of the shoulder blades, but stretching specifically the tight side. All right, last movement, we're going to take the hand left and right. Okay, so this is moving into the frontal plane. So we're going to go up over the head, get a little stretch this way, and then underneath, you get a stretch this way. If it feels easier, you can actually move the hand behind you. But all the time, remember to take the slack up by leaning backwards. So I'm really pulling on this door frame. Make sure it's nice and solid to get that stretch. And again, 10 of those movements as well. This exercise is great for mobilizing the individual vertebrae of your upper back and getting those ribs moving as well. You're going to take a ball, doesn't matter what type of ball, it could be a tennis ball, could be a solid ball like this one, and you're going to simply place it onto your chest and hold it there with one elbow, and then the other elbow can go on top. All right, from here, what I'm going to try and do is do a big circle with my elbow here, okay? So I'm going to go up and around and down. So I'm rotating my upper back, I'm extending my upper back, keeping that extension as I'm rotating, and then I'm flexing my upper back. And I'm going to do 10 rotations one way, and then I'll do 10 rotations the other way. This, for me, is one of my favorite exercises because computer work or even working with clients over a table makes my back bend forward, and this helps strengthen those muscles to get better upper back extension. Now, why have we got a ball here and why have we got the elbows here? Well, if you're very tight in your upper back, do that, right? You might think just putting the elbows here and the ball here means you can do it. But what happens sometimes is you actually lift up your arms like this and the ball drops down. So it gives you, it gives you a little bit of feedback, okay? So that elbow pushed down onto the ball means only your back is going to move and you're not going to do the motion with just your arms. So it really makes the motion specific to your lower back. This last exercise is for when you really want to try and release something. It feels like something's stuck in the back. So you can take a foam roller. It doesn't really matter what type it is. It could be a bigger one, could be a smaller one. This one happens to be quite small. And you're going to take your hands across your chest and gently lower yourself onto it. Now, if you find that the painful area is more one side, you can rotate a little bit more into the painful area, or you can have it across your back. And from here, you put your hands up in the air, take a deep breath in, and then relax your head back and down. Now, for some of you who may not be able to do that, put a pillow up here just to give your head a bit of support and still take your arms up and over. We just don't want you damaging your neck in the process. Now, if you didn't feel a release there, simply move the foam roller down just a little bit and continue until you feel things beginning to change in your back. Like I said, if it's on one side more than the other, you can do the whole thing just leaning just a little bit to your side, and that targets the side of the spine and those ribs as well. I'm going to wrap this video up now. Now, if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also click on that notification bell and send my channel to a friend who you think will enjoy my content as well. Thank you so much for doing those things. Your support makes a huge difference. Also, as you may know, I help people recover from illness and injury using a combination of specific exercises and lifestyle medicine, but I have a focus on scoliosis. Now, if you have scoliosis or back pain, I want to tell you about the amazing community we're building over on Facebook. I'd like you to join our group, which is where a lot of the action and interaction with my community happens. Just follow the link in the description below or in the first pinned comment to join. Now, stay tuned for my next video, which will be up soon.